Welcome once again to The Sage. Thank you for being with us. To all my fellow countrymen out there, I say happy survival. This past few months, this past few weeks have been tumultuous ones. What haven't we weathered? From the fuel scarcity to the cash scarcity, the elections and all they took, the results of it, and so many more. Through it all, we've been resilient. We've suffered. We must admit that. But I think also it's brought out the best in us Nigerians, and we need to recognize that. We are still going through it. We haven't completely emerged. For many of us, I use myself as an illustration. We've gone through various moods: depression, anxiety, disappointment, exaltation, perhaps for some, because there are winners, there are losers. We're also going through a period of perhaps fear for our future and wondering what is in store for us as a country. And so the reflection continues. But there comes a time when we must decide on the way forward. Because life continues, that is life. How does that life continue? What do we, each of us individually, what do we decide will be our own course of action? Using my personal experience, I felt that perhaps the way to start, the platform from which to bounce forward, is to take a fresh look at our realities, but particularly reaffirm the positives that are there. Because no matter how tough or apparently difficult an event that has happened may be, the God-given truth is that there are still many good things about life. And so I think my suggestion to all of you, to all our audience, to all our friends out there, to all Nigerians, is let the starting point perhaps be a fresh look at the goodness that lies around us. Because no matter how bleak a story, there are successes. And so for us on The Sage and in C4C, the natural place to start was to take a look at the successes, at the achievements we have been privileged to create. We have been able to create the positive change we need in many areas. And for us, of course, that area, that look, begins with looking at our wonderful young entrepreneurs, whom we've been able to support and empower so that they have transformed their lives and created their own good story. And so, in this episode, we're going to bring them before you using two methodologies. The first is that we will allow them tell you their story, share their journey, enjoy with them their success, their drive, the change they've experienced, the business they've created, their determination to continue to make that business a success. Yes. And following that, we will share with you a wonderful event which we on The Sage and the C4C was able to organize to celebrate these fellows. We are privileged by the fact that many of our partners joined us, and we had a wonderful day in which we celebrated them because they deserve to be celebrated. So you will see the two elements. But do stay back and enjoy as the fellows interact with you and tell you their own success story. We'll be back. Enjoy the documentary. Thank you.
Roland Onegunke. I'm the CEO of Sem Foods and Spices. Sem Spices are natural spices made from 100% blend of herbs, roots, no preservative, no MSG, no sodium, no artificial additives. I'd like you to take a journey with me so that you see how the spices and other products are produced in the factory. Come with me. So this is our cloakroom where we'll change into our factory outfit. And then you can come into the areas where we have, this is where we store our raw materials. This is our packaging material room, where we also have the UV for sterilization. And here, this is our production room as well. This is our dehydrator, we have the blender, the slicer. This is the UV sterilizer. This is the last process it goes through, so make sure that whatever we give you is 100% sterilized. I reluctantly applied for the C4C fellowship program. And guess what? I was selected. Over 200 people applied, and I was among the lucky 60 that was selected. And we were called for interview. It was like a dream. I didn't believe it, you know. When I hear of grants and all that, I'm like, Nigerians, you know our way now. But to have it out of the 60, they shortlisted 15 people, and guess what? I was also part of it. And that was how we started the fellowship program. Before then, I thought I was doing business, but I would say I was just doing trading, because the capacity building program was amazing. They taught me how to keep my accounting books. They taught me how to build structure for my business, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't focus on building that structure. It's all about buying, selling, how much can I make when I dispose this particular product. But for C4C, they taught me how to build a structure so that that business can be left for generations. And that is where we are today. And after the fellowship, the program, capacity building and all that, I was given a seed grant, and at least I've shown you what we are doing and how we are doing it. So for me, C4C was a divine intervention. I always say that, yes, because it brought me back from my depression and brought me into light, and I started the business again.
My name is Priscilla, and I'm from Delta State. I'm a graduate of civil engineering from Landmark University, and I'm the founder and creative director of Mary P Creations. Before I came to C4C program, I just had a passion to create beautiful items out of waste, but I didn't know how to turn that passion into business. I didn't know how to profit out of it. I didn't know how to manage my business effectively. Neither did I know about the legal parts of a business and how a business is supposed to function. But upon my entry into the C4C program, I learned how to turn that passion into business, profitable business. I learned how to manage my business and my resources effectively, and that really changed my life because my business has taken a new turn and I know how to do things better now. To make a soft furnishing, which I call pillow, which is also regarded as pillow, it takes me 3 to 4 days to complete one order. And if a client needs this in 2 days, in a day, it's very difficult to actually accomplish that task because I have to move from market to market for people that have this equipment and resources to get this work done for me. Also with my furniture, I didn't have the necessary equipment to nail, to do all the things I do and to spray it effectively. But getting this equipment, I did that on my own, delivered when the client wanted me to deliver, and work has been smooth and easy since then. So it's been a great one. When I got the seed grant, before I got the seed grant, things were a lot difficult in, getting my products, actually making this furniture and decorative product. And also, I run a business in which I deal with the environment and saving the environment. So it has really helped me to really save more in the environment and minimize environmental pollution in the best way possible, and also offer trainings in little way possible. And that's how I've been able to impact my environment.
C4C has been very, very helpful in this my business. I bumped into C4C when I was just a starter. I didn't have much knowledge about how to take care of my business. I didn't have much knowledge about how to record, how to keep adequate and proper recording of the things I used for my production. But when I came in contact with C4C, I learned the act of proper record keeping. So right now, you can't just tell me to just spend my money. I'll have to go through my records to know how far I've achieved when it comes to sales and expenses. C4C have also taught me how to give back to the society. In that sense, I have apprentices that have been learning from me, and it has been a very wonderful journey so far. Currently, I have about 6 or 7 apprentices who have learned to a very great extent, and I can comfortably watch them work something very nice that someone can wear and say, yes, this is from Oma's Creations.
My name is Olorunjuwon Isaac Alau. I'm the creative director of Kratos Limited. We're a fashion brand based in Abuja with excellent delivery in male and female outfits. I was just doing business randomly, like, okay, I make the money, I spend the money. I actually spoke to someone about it, but after I got selected, I attended a workshop last year before this year workshop. So that first one was like an eye-opener for me, because it changed a lot of things about how I started viewing my business. Different from the make money, spend money thing. I now decided to look at it from a more official approach, so I can put things in place, proper structures in my business. And that changed. Then after the second workshop, it took it to another level entirely. As it is, I was able to, as a matter of fact, I had to prepare a business plan, which I have not done in a long time in business. And that was major for me. And that has really helped me to structure my business properly. And it's been fruitful, I would say.
Welcome to Entrepreneurship Hair and Makeup Studio. My name is Oma Esther Ayegba, the CEO LNY Hair and Makeup Studio, founder and formulator for Decure Cosmetics, a brand under LNY. My experience with C4C capacity building was amazing. Before then, there are lots of things I thought I knew about business, but when I started the fellowship with C4C, first I was taught how to keep my books right, how to record my books. I was taught on staffing and human resources. I was taught on how to know my profits. I was taught on how to write my business plan properly. After that, I was sent on internship program with Fragrance Bar, another cosmetic formulation organization, and I learned a lot. After that, I was given a certificate, which added to my knowledge and my certifications. And overall, the program was amazing. Before C4C, I was producing on a smaller scale because I had to do everything practically manually. But with the C4C grant, I was able to get a mini industrial mixer, which has helped me to scale up and do more production and able to reach a larger market. And then from there, I also got new packaging. My packaging is amazing, as you can see. I got that one over there. so I'm able to compete even with the international packaging. Nobody will see my product and say, oh, this is made in Nigeria. I'd rather go for the foreign ones. We are able to give our society what we get from outside. And coupled with this pandemic and increase in dollar, I think it's better, it's cheaper for us to make our products and buy our products in Nigeria. So I think C4C has really helped me get to that point where I've always wanted to be.
I'm Mrs. Aisha Ahmed of Amash Glow. I'm a graduate of microbiology from Usman Danfodi University, Sokoto. My business line is beauty and cosmetic. I specialize in production of all skincare products. Before C4C, my business I actually take bookkeeping, but the way I do it, I just have a particular book. Whenever someone buys, I say, okay, I'm selling a particular product for 3.7. I just write the contact name and the amount. But from C4C, I was made to understand that I should get a hardcover notes. I should, put it one for page and one for purchase, one for incoming finance, and the ones I'm going out, that's one for purchase and all. So I had 2 books. I really, I was able to take proper record, and I'm able to give accountability for it at the end of the day. The workshop we had, the trainings and everything were all free. Like, who does that in Nigeria these days? It's rare, right? But C4C gave us everything you need to start. For a startup like my business, it was the perfect platform I needed, to put me on the right track. After then, they purchased a lot of raw materials for me and few equipments, because I wanted more of raw materials here, so I got them, and it's been amazing all along. Here I have my base cream for whitening body lotion. It's actually 6 kg production, but I'm yet to sterilize my containers, to put them inside. And here I have my Moroccan black soap. All these products you see here, the raw materials, everything down to this bucket I used in production. C4C made it possible, and through Seplat too. So we got everything, and I've been selling well. The money has been coming in, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, grateful for the knowledge, and grateful for the family. Here's a glow oil, like it's a must-have. This is Harmattan period, Amash Glow, you need our glow oil. So this little one here is a treatment face cream, and this is our facial cleanser, and here also is a face soap and face mask. I'm saying a very big thank you to C4C for this platform, and also to our Seplat Petroleum for making this possible, because Mommy always says without Seplat, C4C, this fellowship would not be complete. Thank you.
My name is Lillian Anefu Eyun. I am the CEO and co-founder of Cash for Trash Recycling. I studied microbiology at the University of Abuja, and I have a master's degree also in industrial microbiology. My business here, Cash for Trash, tackles climate change and reduces the need for over-dependence on natural resources. Let me say that I was a little bit of a novice in business. I learned so much about bookkeeping. I learned so much about, how to keep proper financial records. I learned about networking. I learned about digital marketing. I learned about business ethics. I learned about so many, it was a very, 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 very rigorous 1 week of capacity building. That was the first capacity building. And the skill that C4C gave to us has been very, very helpful. We used to use the hanging scale, which was very, very laborious, if I can use that word. But since we got the scale, they just need to put it on top of the scale right here on our site. We check it, and it makes life super easy for us. I cannot thank C4C enough for this huge support that they gave to our business, Cash for Trash. The life of my business has changed. I am super excited, and I am thankful because it has opened doors to many other opportunities that I cannot even mention right now. So thank you so much, C4C. Thank you for this rare opportunity. Thank you for this blessing.
My name is Muyolu Ayodele Ajibulu. I read mass communication at ABU Zaria. I'm into confectionery, meaning I bake different types of snacks. I make cakes, moist, fluffy cakes for all occasions, be it wedding, graduation, birthday, and the rest. My contact with C4C changed everything about business for me positively. Before I met C4C, I was just hustling. I wasn't doing business. Business wasn't flowing. I had little or no knowledge about business. But with the workshop I did with C4C, I was able to learn a lot of things. I also learned how to relate with my customers. There's something they call emotional intelligence. I learned it from C4C. Before I met C4C, I had small mixer, very small. So even when I have large orders, I can't use the mixer. So I use manual. That means I use my hand to mix the batter. But with C4C's help, I was able to they bought me a 7 liters mixer, bought me a big generator that can power my mixer and other equipment. This is the big mixer. It's an industrial mixer. You can see sitting there, it's very heavy, you can't carry it. Like I said before I met C4C, I had small mixer. And when we have large quantity of orders, we use our hand to mix. My husband helps me with that. I can't use my hand, see his one. So sometimes I can't mix it, so he'll help me mix. He helps me do my delivery. When I have orders in town, he delivers my orders. Then also he has learned the job, he has learned a lot about the job. So he can even bake, he can decorate buttercream for me perfectly.
C4C, thank you so much. You have made our work so easy. It used to be very tedious, most times frustrating, discouraging. Because we just had to do the job because it has to be done. But ever since C4C came in and C4C got us this additional and better equipment, it's been very easy. Now we mix at our own pace. You don't have to wait for power holding to bring power before you mix. You don't have to wait for there to the generator is there to do the powering, and so it's just been wonderful. So thank you so much. It's been a really great experience with C4C. Thank you.
Bookkeeping, record keeping, zero. Trust me. Like, it's more like cash is coming in, spending it. Like, in short, basically, my record keeping has been terrible. My marketing strategy terrible. But with this 5-day workshop that has been really intense and fully packed, I have learned the importance of record keeping. I have learned how to actually even have do a presentation on my business, because the me before this workshop, if you call me out and say, okay, give me a 5-minute presentation about your business, I would have failed woefully. But C4C has given me this element of boldness, basically, to talk about my business. C4C has taught me that marketing, to market your business, that's like marketing strategies and all, is actually important for your business as well.
Last day of the Entrepreneurship Building Capacity Program, and I am so grateful to C4C, Conversation for Change. We've had an amazing time. I've learned a lot. In fact, the knowledge I've gained from here cannot be compared to those that went to London Business School. It is amazing. It is awesome. I've learned how to arrange my business. In fact, I'm going back to start all over again. I'm going to have a change, a great change. C4C have impacted my life, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much, C4C. Thank you, our sponsors.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed these young people as much as I did. Of course, I know all of them, each one of them in detail. And I remember the young person who joined the program and the jubilant young person that you see talking to you after the program. It's a source of joy. It's a reaffirmation, as I said, of the good that is around us, of the things we continue to achieve on a daily basis, all of us. Those of us here on set and in C4C, and many of you there, our audience, who are doing wonderful things in your life. Nobody can take that away from us. And never should we stop in moving forward, in creating good, in creating our change, in claiming our positive reality. So thank you for having had the patience to view it. And thank you because we know you enjoyed it as much as we hoped and as much as we did. But stay with us because we will be back next week as we share the wonderful day of celebration of these fellows with you. We'll see you next week. Continue to stay with us.